What makes meat so cheap and plentiful in America is now making it susceptible to a pandemic. For over 50 years, companies have made the plants where they turn pigs into sausage, bacon, and ham more efficient by cramming more workers side by side in tight quarters. Since April, 3,400 workers in meatpacking facilities have tested positive for coronavirus. At least 17 have died. 22 of the places they once worked have had their services interrupted for up to weeks at a time. 8 still remain closed. These closed plants are exposing faults in America's fragile meat supply chain and the oligopoly which controls it. The U.S. pork industry is dominated by 3 big meat packers: Smithfield, JBS, and Tyson. They control nearly 2/3 of America's pork supply. As their plants went offline, they took 1/4 of America's pork off the table. All 3 basically outsource their pig production to farmers who raise the animals until they are ready to be shipped over to one of their facilities. These slaughterhouses kill as many as 20,000 pigs a day. But as they shut down due to sick workers, farmers are now saddled with an overflow of pigs to take care for.
I've got pigs in the barn getting big, and I have nowhere to go with them.
Dave Vosterhoff supplies pigs to Smithfield's largest meatpacking facility in the States. Right now, he's got about 1,500 pigs ready for slaughter, but Smithfield's not taking them because they're not open.
Also, just from an ethical standpoint, I don't want to waste those animals. That isn't how I do business.
Dr. Dermot Hayes teaches the next generation of pig farmers in Iowa, the state that churns out the most pork.
The barns are structured so that when you move one group of pigs out, there's another group of pigs that need to come in. And the best you can do is put the older pigs on the diet so they maintain their weight. Now you don't have any place to put the new pigs that have arrived.
You can guess what the most cost-effective solution is. Since April, tens of thousands of pigs have been killed and dumped into landfills or used as biofuel. Experts predict that millions more will have to be killed if plants remain closed.
To have that torn from us, where we can't deliver and have that same inward heartwarming feeling that that's our purpose in life, that's our life work. That's what we live for. That's what I get up at 4 a.m. for every morning.
Dwight Mogler runs a pig farm in Iowa. So far, he's been able to continue selling his pigs because the plants he sells to remain open. But he's still preparing for the worst.
It brings tears to our eyes to think that this travesty is facing us, and I just can't express that in terms that I think many people will ever be able to understand. It literally brings emotions that we never even knew we had because we've never had to experience that before.
Less meat from slaughterhouses means less meat at your grocery stores. Kroger, the largest supermarket chain in the United States, has already started limiting purchases of ground beef and pork. Small-scale pig farmers and their customers, who are not a part of the supply chain, are doing just fine. It's business as usual for them. Ben Turley runs a butcher shop in New York, but it hasn't impacted his supply. He doesn't work with large-scale slaughterhouses. Instead, he sources from farmers directly.
We've always purposely existed outside of this system for this exact reason. I think we have different ideas of what responsibility and sustainability looks like to these larger companies. Responsibility for us is number one to our staff and to make sure our customers who come in feel safe.